Alright, let's fire her up. And I think that should be everything set. Let me just adjust my headset slightly. I guess my head got bigger. Alright, so we need to basically build up an entire AO here based off of previous op. So I want that to be the starting position. We can get rid of that position there. I might move debug back into that corner. I just remembered that I did have debug in there. That's funny. But the issue with you guys was your pathing got disabled because I think I booted this without 3D and enhanced on. Yeah, so let's just set that back up. Alright. Now it's just a matter of what vehicles do I want to utilize for what situation. So I'm thinking 3 squads. Let's keep this small, and then a command team. That's the absolute max I'm going to go. But if we were to do... Let's do 1 ZU-23 to keep things light, and then 3 of those, and then we have the Metis in the back. I'll put ground command in the back. We'll have the 2 Dishkas on lead, and then we'll do the Metis launcher. Or actually, hell, we'll do 2 Metis launchers. And then slotting-wise, we'll have the command team in the back. Charlie up front. Delta. In that back. And Echo. Alright. Any triple R? No, we'll not do any triple R for this one. Too slow. Wait. Nope. I need at least you guys to be there. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't need... Actually, no, I do need both of you. You guys are for remarking later. The start can be right here. And now the fun part. So we'll put you right there. I'll put you right there. You right there. You guys right there. Debug, let's throw over here with my Zeus slot, and then we can also, put my Zeus thingamabobber right there, and that should be... Yep, alright. No, that's good. And then start, we can just put it right down there. I mean, that should be fine. What do I want our end point to be? How far out on this box are we going? Let's do an endpoint down here then, keeping to the coast. That should be good. And then for this one, I need to actually build her up. Alright, so this is another raid. I'm not sick, it's just deeper voice. Sometimes I have it in the morning. As I speak, my vocal cords loosen up and I get a little more vocal. But I could also be a little bit sick because, you know, I was just with a bunch of people for a few days. So it could be the case. But it'll dissipate in a few hours, maybe. Yeah, 12 missions to make, no pressure, right? But I'm doing okay. We're back, just working on various missions. How we're going to do this one is, once I make it, I'm going to go get it announced. I'll have Charlotte's announced by tonight, but I got to then work on the remaining ones that we've got here. Also, I just realized I don't think I have ZEC or ZEI loaded. So let me go ahead and get that reloaded real quick, because that'll help everything get set on that. So give me one moment. Mainly ZEI. I don't really need ZEC, but it's good to have it, because you never know what you might find in those things. But yeah, no, missions we're going to be working on throughout today, and tomorrow morning is this one. We actually, if you actually go track the schedule, you can go see all of the slots we have to do. But we got the Tuesday one. I'm not doing one today because I just didn't have time yesterday to make anything. I was literally falling asleep at my chair doing some basic stuff. But we've got Tuesday Africa one. We've got 506th one with a new campaign, which I wrote out while I was on vacation. We've got a Thursday. Actually, we don't have a POG one this week because I have something IRL to go do, a Cirque du Soleil performance. So we don't have to worry about POG for this week. Friday, we don't have anything. We're going to be doing an FNF casting of a round or two, and then on the ground for Zresh Op. But I might put a poll up to see if people want to give a late night training op slot a try. So we might have one to do Friday, but I'm not going to know till like Wednesday, but that's going to be an easy thing to make. It just is to test, you know, the potential of a late night op. But with that, Saturday we have two. We got Karma Cut and we have a Vietnam thing. And then Sunday, I think it says Checkpoint RP right now, but I need to push that back to 2 weeks and instead put that as an RT Columbia slot. And then we're going to be doing MCO next week and then Checkpoint RP the following week. Unless I can move that to a Saturday, but I don't think I can because of commission jobs. And then various commission jobs to start.
6 now.
12 missions? You're gonna be busy for a while. Are you excited about Homeworld 3?
But how you doing, Fortune Jimbo? Thanks for a 17-month resub, broski. Hope you keep enjoying everything. Always a pleasure to have you on. 12 missions is the norm for me, though, so it just, you know, takes a few days. Gotta pace everything out, but especially with commission jobs, and a lot of these I'm gonna be able to stream. I know the only op I can't stream is the RT Columbia one for certain reasons. It's a surprise, but we'll get to the other ones. I think all my commission jobs right now I can stream those, but Homeworld 3, I'm gonna be honest, not that excited for it. And it's a little disappointing because I dropped a lot of money on their campaign because I'm a massive Homeworld fan, but it's literally just going to be Homeworld 2 with a new coat of paint. With a lot of cool effects and, like, you know, bringing anyone who loves Homeworld 2, like, to their wildest dreams, but, you know, based off of a few YouTubers went to a pack something, I forget, I think it was in Europe, and they showed off the gameplay, and it's just Homeworld 2. And I'm not the biggest fan of Homeworld 2, so it's like, alright, whatever, I'll play it, but I was really hoping we'd get a more open interface like Homeworld 1, but I am also not surprised because, you know, what's easy? Trying to make Homeworld 1 on a new engine, or, just recycling the old Homeworld 2 interface. So, just disappointed, but when I went to put down a G for the pre-order stuff to really support, you know, the company, like the last video game company I liked, I literally told myself, you're gonna be disappointed. Even though they're putting all this polling stuff out there, they're getting feedback from everyone, you're gonna be disappointed. Because they're gonna go for the easiest option. But that's fine. Going through the internals. Forge is a ZEI. Basically, it takes a lot of vanilla and a few modded buildings and has a database for them to automatically populate them with stuff. I use it mainly for anything that's tied to vanilla and whatnot, and then I have to go in and make sure that there's no, like, CSAT photos and all this other stuff to make sure things are good, but, like, this is a cup building, so it puts a bunch of cup textures on it. This is a Tanoan building, so it puts a bunch of Tanoan stuff on it. I just want to make sure I get rid of, you know, the maps, the ammo boxes, all that junk. Any sort of documents that might throw the player base off, you know, auto-populate. But, oh, I had a great vacation. Even though I do not remember one of the days, and I think I made Bloodwing mad, because I got a little too drunk, but, you know, I had fun. Are we gonna make a horror op for the Friday the 13th this year? Oh. Oh, that's not, okay, I was about to say, if it's the 13th, as in, like, As in, whatchamacallit? In 2 days, then no, because I do not have the time for it, but alright, I might. I might. It's always fun to do horror ops, so we'll see. I don't know why that guy wasn't set to player, but probably because one of my debug units had, yeah. One of these guys probably had a red circle around them. Did I not already take a copy of you and bring you up? Oh, I did. I can't see because I'm stupid. Okay. Let's set this up. I'm gonna need, I mean, we got some good storage areas here for stuff like this. Is there any other places for, like, command and control, or... No, we can just keep it to here. Cool. I'm also gonna need some helipads and some tent hangers, so 1 second. No. Come on, it's that one Tanoan. Actually, no, it is a vanilla texture. I always think it's Tanoan for some weird reason. I kind of like having the open space on this mortar pool, though. It's just the one issue with this is it's a bit of a hill. But we can make it work. This is going to be an interesting one for the training op, because it's going to actively deceive the player base. And they're not going to really know what the real scoring metric is, which I think is going to be quite interesting. Among Us Halloween. I will do another Among Us op. I mean, those are kind of fun, not going to lie. It was a good weekend, Ghost Wolf. Can't wait to get back to work. Yeah. I know what you're getting at, Jimbo. Here's the thing. I would absolutely love if it was like a full-on exploration story. And the only homeworld game that has really had a full-on exploration is Cataclysm. But I would say out of every campaign they had, Cataclysm overall was superior. Now, breathtaking moments, I would say, would fall actually to Homeworld 1 and Homeworld 2. Those, you literally had the stakes of an entire civilization at your fingertips. Cataclysm was more of an exploration thing, but the voice acting, I'd say for any ship-based game, was definitely superior. But it also makes sense when you put it in context, because for, again, the stakes, everyone needs to be calm and collective despite, hell in a handbasket going on. But Cataclysm, where you're just a bunch of miners going like, oh, we just unleashed the flood on the world. Shit. Yeah, no, the voice acting there, mwah. And then they get, I forget his name, and rest in peace because he's no longer with us, but the voice of the Bentusi, he even did a great job. He went from calm and collective in those games to actually making the Bentusi believable in terms of being absolutely panicked about something. So that was pretty awesome. But I would absolutely love a Cataclysm-style campaign with the voice acting, with the stakes, because and this is probably where they're going to one-up us anyway, like, I don't really see how they're going to be able to do something unless it goes in a direction that I would hope for, but again, I'm not sure if the Beast is canon anymore, so I'm not going to get my hopes up. But, like I said, we'll see what it is. I'm not hyping myself up for anything because I've already seen a Homeworld 2 level interface. I will look over that if we have a really awesome campaign. I'm also really excited for their roguelike game mode. Not gonna lie, I didn't know how they would make a multiplayer game mode that would, really entice people, because I know there's a massive PvE crowd. No one likes to play me in Homeworld because I usually stomp them anyway, so having a way that we can do, like, a system where we actively rank up, I think is really, really cool. And also, if you die, and you gotta restart everything from scratch, which I already know for a fact I'm gonna get very mad at some of my teammates for losing a good fleet, but I mean, all the more reason to stream and then just silently curse at everything. Homeworld op when I have an idea for one. I actually have the perfect person to make one, and I'm not gonna lie, over vacation, I am planning to sit down with them because they need a break from their current project, even though it's the last major project they have. I just need to do a massive amount of deep diving. And I'm literally just going to go into... I'm actually in the Homeworld Discord, officially. But I need to just go in their general chat channel, sit down and go, all right, I have 50 questions, and I need to figure out a few things, because I need to figure out what the hell is canon and what's not canon at this point, because of all the controversy around Cataclysm, aka Emergence, whatever the hell they want to call it these days because of copyright. I did have an idea based off of Deserts of Karak as well. I'm not going to be doing that one just yet. And the main reason is lack of assets. However, based off of where, whatchamacallit, based off of how developed the Command and Conquer mod is and how much love the Scion conflict mod is, give it a year and then I might actually have the proper amount of assets to get something like that done. But it's not the highest priority for me right now. I'm going to be honest, highest priority for me right now in the short term, like within this week, is to just get myself back on track, get everything sorted for my community, yada-da. And then medium goal I need by the end of this month is to get my main channel uploading again. I need to get back into editing because I made a bunch of decisions just to double down on getting things one at a time ironed out, because if I kept trying to hold everything, I would not be able to get anywhere. And then add the vacations that have come up, I'm in a little bit of a rut right now, and I'm going to be able to get out of it. I just got to work on things. Will Anakin love it? No. If it's a Deserts of Karak mission, he will not, because there's sand everywhere, unfortunately. Me losing my grip on reality. It's not necessarily that. No. It takes more alcohol for something like that to happen. I just have to get my shit done. Because I'm going to be honest, all right? 12 mission files to me, I can get that. I did add a crazy command after the goat up. I can make 12 missions over 2 days, no problem. All right, I can literally build you 12 different things, all completely diverse. Some of them I start from scratch. No biggie. That's just who I am. That's just what I do for a living. But video editing, God, I always have to constantly revisit old tutorials to remind myself what to do, because I just don't do it that often. I do it in bursts. And then I'll make like 2 or 3 videos and then, set them to upload over maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. And then I got nothing for 2 or 3 more weeks. So I got to get out of that cycle. But it's just, I don't know, between YouTubing, building Arma 3 missions, running a community, having relations with a lot of people to, have a network to work with, it's a lot. And I need to figure out a better system for myself personally to manage all of it that also doesn't involve relinquishing a lot of power to other people, because I've been burnt so many freaking times in the past, and I'm tired of getting burnt. So, we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Just gotta be patient with me, guys. That's all I ask. Alright, cool. Alright, get all these guys grouped together. Again, making another base. So I guess another thing that I've really been struggling with, which I solved over vacation, was how do I diversify the objectives for the training campaign? Because I have so many things, but if I want to only focus on one topic once a month, then what are the other things I could do to adjust the campaign? So the French false flag, all about raiding and whatnot. How do I vary it? And the remainder of the September missions that are going to involve this stuff, and then maybe 1 or 2 will be outside focusing on some other topics themselves. I've come up with some really, really fun ideas for this campaign. Not going to reveal all of them just yet, but oh, like this one, it's tied to the previous mission. So they had a convoy to hit. They didn't really hit a lot of that convoy. I think they only got 5 of the vehicles. It's going to bite them in the ass today. For tomorrow, I guess, technically, for this mission. And you're not going to know, because I've already dealt with that part. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. You might see an immediate wipe. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, putting a guy in there, group him up. Just adding 3 more guys to the front here. All right, and then this is going to be like a massive BMP and tank storage facility. So the main objective here is to blow those up. Oh, yeah. Railgun tank. This is going to be the topic of an impossible op coming up soon. I just got to find a place to slot it. So, first thing I'm going to do is literally... I'm going to put everything in storage, and then I'm going to actively take things out, and you'll see why. Because the scoring rubric I'm going to have for this mission is going to be based off of amount of vehicles destroyed, similar to the impromptu mission. Because some of them are going to actively be used in the field. And then this is going to be the tank one, which got to go to, I think, TV for that. But I'm also going to put a few of these in here. Because I'm tying this to the impromptu mission as well. Okay. And then we can also always have some additional stuff out here. Oh, and then I need like a minor storage facility of some sort for at least some trucks and transports and whatnot. So let's go ahead. We'll do 2 armed gases. What I could also do is I can get rid of you. I need a shed. Industrial shed large or big. It's one of those 2 words. But that gives the overhang shed. There you are. Yeah, it's big. And then I can also use that as BTR storage. Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
5 months, let's go. I hope you have been looking into that therapy thing I suggested on Twitter. JK.
Theta, thanks for the 5-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a nice kick out of this. I'm going to be honest. If you can't afford it and you think you do have your own problems, therapy does help. I did do a bout of therapy because Bloodway and I went into a rough patch about a year ago, and it definitely helped. She went through one, I went through one. Personal stuff aside, it was beneficial. I know people like to rag on it, but It helps. If anything, to give you an expert's opinion to sanity check yourself, because sometimes things are just crazy. Alright, now it's a matter of what vehicles do I want to lock, because the player base will take them and go nuts with them. Also, I think having an ammo dump somewhere also might not be a bad idea. Let's see, we gotta go. It's up here, locked for players. Yeah, and then we ammo dump the rear ones, but I'm gonna have to open up a previous mission file for that one then. Oh, mainly commenting about the goat room? Yeah, no. No, I'll get to it. I'm an open book anyway, I don't care. That's why we have the open door policy, you know? But yeah. No, I mean, the goat room was pretty funny, too. Yeah, 506 fully decided to add Lamb's AI to their mod instead of just having a few, like, minor features. But honestly, there were more than just a few minor features in there, but I'm not going to say anything. Again, it's... How do I say this? It's fun fighting Lamb's AI on a ground level because they do a lot more little movements. It can be a little bit of a pain to fight Lamb's AI because they like to jump around a lot, especially if they have a bunch of extra armor and everything. I mean, for the 506, for example, you either get 1 or 2 shots to the head to kill him, or you got to go for like a minimum of like 4 to 5 body shots to kill him, and that can be a bit annoying. But Zeusing with Lamb's AI is a gigantic pain in the ass. But there's ways around it. You can cycle careless hold fire modes until they get to certain waypoints, and you should be good there. Righto, Theta, I appreciate it. Feel free to stick around if you want. I don't bite. Alright, so I'm thinking for these guys, let's actually put... What did I just delete? Oh, okay. I hit the delete key, and I'm like, what? What just toggled off? Yeah, so we can put some spare ammunition caches in here. And then these I'll just have as blank utility caches. Okay, and now we need to actually make some defenses here, so... Not a tank shed, tank position, yeah. I'll do away with the barbed wire. Okay, right off the bat, what do I want to utilize? Take a BMP2 and a BMP1. And I'm not even going to bother giving them Wagner textures. We'll just have the crew be crew. It's fine. BMP1 covering rear. BMP2 covering front, strong side to weak side. It's fine. Just rotate the VIX out. And then I'll occasionally need to tab out and fill slotting here. So I'm going to do that in a moment after I get this mission sorted. Let's do a T80 and another BMP1. So let's do the BMP1 out here. And the main reason is autocannon use. I mean, it can be very, very deadly for a shit ton of autocannons to come out and murk stuff. Actually, no. Let's do one of the BTRs. which is under here. So this is a 70. So let's put a 70 in there. Because that's more CQC. It doesn't really fit for a 21 to be in there. It would be better for an autocannon, but at the same time, with the limited firing range of this position, it's just easier to have a shorter range gun to cover it. Especially since I'm not doing any statics in this AO here. I could put a few, though, on the tops of those. I might put a Dishka on one or both of those. I think one is fine. And again, they only have cord static, so we'll just shove a cord right there. But because we have vehicles, I don't want to go super hard on the stacks, because it's not needed, because you got so much other coverage from so many different sources. Excuse me. And then we have our T80 covering Main Street. Some AA don't really need AA because you have a lot here, but you're right. I mean, an Igla share, at least in the background here, would be fine. So let's do that. Because you can also have statics down, but you don't have to have them crewed. You know what I mean? But it would make sense from a defensive standpoint to have them there in the first place. So let's put them. Let's put that right there. And then beyond that, there isn't really any other spot I can put stuff, you know? So let's go into here. Let's get my favorite little bastards to put down. Frogfoot. Yeah, and then real quick. Because again, I don't really trust my player base. They're gonna do something silly. Australian carton box drones and Arma. Yeah, right? We'll see if someone actually makes them, but that's... It's funny how innovative and low-tech things are starting to get to defeat high-tech solutions, but... I mean, the IED... a very low-tech solution to defeat very high-tech things. Did I lock that or lock that for players? 1 second. Should all be locked for players. Yeah. In case I want to use them. Because I'm the big bad Zeus, remember? I'm evil. This one I'm going to leave unlocked. Why? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I should know better not to say that, but I said it anyway. I know what I said. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put triple R in here as well. Are you a flatbed? Okay, no, you're ammo. I just want to make sure everything's set proper. Let me look at its equipment real quick. Yeah, just a bunch of ammo. That's fine. Ace. No, that one. Sorry, I keep coughing. Okay. It is marked as repair, but I would assume the compats would fix that. Also, squeaked my mic, I'm sorry. Brushed against my water glass. It's a flying pizza box with a bombastic taste. Why is that so funny? Alright, that should be everything set. Alright, so now we have to come up with rules and regulations here. I also have that border. Let's see. Objectives. Okay. Sorry, picturing things in my head. How many beat zeros are down there? There's 6. So let's do 5 total. Yeah, we'll do you nice. And then we'll target the 3 planes and call it a day. Because they've got 8 menace rounds too, but some of the stuff is going to be tucked away so they can snipe the plane. Well, at this angle, no. From the rear, they can't snipe the planes. They can snipe all the outside stuff with the menace launchers. They can snipe the 1 tank, but they're actually going to have to physically come in here and point raid this position. And then bug out, and I've got 2 different endpoints for them to utilize. Yeah, no, that should be it. Alright, and then we've got, what is it? Teams of 6, right? Alright, I'm going to build the announcement right now in my thingamajig, and while I do that, let me quickly check everything. Because now I need to go back and forth and slot people, because we have 2 collab ops this week as well. One on Friday, and one on Saturday. Three people just asked for the damn demo slot. Okay. So let's start getting this announced here, because I want to do slotting today in like 3 hours. Let's see. So let me just copy and paste a previous mission to keep the format. This is the second false flag up. This needs a Discord timestamp. I like to put a relative timestamp and then the date and time, because people always ask for one or the other, so it's like, fuck it, I'll just include both. This will be on the 12th. So we have the relative one, which I just copy over. And then we use the lawn date with lawn day of the week, blah, blah, blah. Put a comma in between them. This is going to be a point raid. Life count 1, estimated op time, yeah, about 90 minutes. Attach the mod set, which, go into that window. This operation involves base and destroying a large number of armor assets Where do I list? I can also always just hit the play button and then list out what we have right here. But I'll just also list it out. 4 full points, 4 tanks, 6 BMPs. Two Scud launchers. 4 BTRs and 3 planes must be destroyed. For the 3rd point. And 3 KIAs or less. So now let me open a new roster, copy the previous roster. Copy the previous title. Blank out the new names in the new roster because it's a copy paste. And then we're gonna have Charlie, Delta, and Echo. Cleaning up the spacing of the roster. And then copying the link of the roster. Putting that in there. Slotting procedure, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be Charlie, then Delta, then an arrow to Echo TL. Commander's final plan. Let's see. Squads. Charlie has... I think Charlie has a Dishka. Let me look real quick. Charlie has a Dishka. Yep. Have Metis. HKs. Command has a ZU-23 Techie. Team leaders have spare demo, rifleman spare boxes for AR. All techies have spare wheels and triple R. There may be spare enemy VIX, such as 10 BMPs, however, only the number listed is required to destroy. There may be spare enemy ammo caches at base with spare gens. It is not required to destroy them. Anything you do in this mission may affect future missions. Ooh, that is good because of how I have these missions set. Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell him what. Not yet. The mission will begin instantly once we push to in op. God, and then last week we did one last minute too for slotting, so yep, cool. And then I'll be nice. Let's go ahead. Let me push it to map. Echo Charlie. Okay, it's out of order, but that's fine. I'll reslot it later. Or I'll just keep it that way. It fits. How you doing, Goddess? Alright, then I just gotta take a snippet of that, and then I can add that as a thing one. Because I like to add images when I can. But, yep, that can be sent, and boom. Let me go to the sign-up channel, put that in. Alright, and that's that recording done.